Hey guys, my name is Bruno Coelho and welcome to another edition of the direct marketing reviews that I've been doing. Now I introduce to you to Frank Kern. The following campaign, the following letter that we're going to review together was written by Frank Kern. And this was Frank's way to sell his services as a consultant, as a marketing consultant. And this letter, man, it's just awesome. Like, it delivers every possible trigger, persuasion trigger, sales trigger that you can think of. And if it's one of those letters that I feel like it's the best example, one of the best examples that I've ever seen of someone who's able to manifest that mind reader effect. This means that while you're reading the letter, it feels like Frank is reading your mind. So no joke at all. So let's get right into the letter. First of all, it starts with who is this letter for? So it clearly states that this letter is for coaches, consultants, and service providers. Excellent. So it immediately targets the audience that Frank wants to serve. It doesn't say that, hey, this is for everybody. It immediately targets the people that he knows that he can help the most. And then we go to the headline. And what a powerful headline this is, and what a way to catch people's attention. Would you like me to personally double, triple, or even quadruple your business for free? Now, there's so many things that make this headline powerful. So let's start with the first phrase. Would you like me to personally? Now remember that Frank Kern is kind of like an internet celebrity. He's one of the most sought after internet marketing experts. So this offer, would you like me to personally? So this means that it's not going to be someone that works for me that is going to do this. No, it's going to be me, Frank, personally. Then on the second phrase, he's doing what we call the stacking of benefits. So he's saying, hey, do you want me to personally double, triple, or even quadruple your business? See, if Frank would say just, hey, would you like me to personally quadruple your business? So if you are a business owner, or if you are, like Frank says, if you're a coach, a consultant, or a service provider that is right now struggling to get any business at all. So if Frank would say, hey, do you want me to quadruple your business? It would feel like kind of like a hard thing to believe, but maybe double. Yeah, double I can believe that. Well, if you believe that he can double, from that to triple, it's a much easier sale than just selling immediately, hey, I'm gonna quadruple your business. So it's stacking. Okay, so if you believe that I can double, then it's easy to believe that I can triple. And well, if you believe that I can triple, it's easier to believe that I can quadruple your business. And then it ends by saying for free. So the three sentences that are part of this headline are making a very powerful offer already. Especially if you know Frank Kern, especially if you know who Frank Kern is and how big of an expert he is. And then he adds two words, for free. So he can just so he makes this offer even more irresistible. Another thing that is great about this headline is simply because it's a question. It's a question that, again, makes the audience raise their hands and say, hey, yes, I want this. So it helps, it forces the audience to commit. So it means that while you say, yes, I want you to do this, and when you keep on reading what else Frank has to offer, you already are one step closer to saying yes to work with Frank than you would be if he didn't ask you this question. Do you get it? So it means that if you say, no, I don't want you to double, triple, or even quadruple my business for free. No, I don't want that. Maybe because I'm not a coach, maybe I'm not a consultant, maybe I'm not a service provider, or frankly, I'm just too skeptical to believe that this is even true, or that this is even possible for me. So no, I don't want to read this anymore. I mean, so that's great, right? Just go on with your life and bye-bye. But if you say, yeah, I want this, right? This means that you just gave him your commitment that you want this, and that means that you are basically saying yes to give this letter just a couple more, like 5 seconds more or 10 seconds of your attention, right? Because this got your attention. Okay, moving on. From the desk of Frank Kern, kind of like his address is in California, La Jolla, and the date when this was written. The date is important because it signals that, hey, this is current. This is not something that was written like 10 years ago. No, this is just written, right? Well, I'm shooting this video in 2016, so this letter already has like 3 years or so. This letter, in fact, as far as I know, it's not anymore in a live environment. So yeah, this was written in 2013. Dear friend, so notice right away the way that Frank addresses the person who's reading this. He's writing for a friend, and the entire letter, as you are about to see, is written in a very casual way, in a very conversational way, in a way that feels like it's a friend that is talking to you. And this is super important to build trust, which is something that is critical for direct marketing purposes and for any purposes. If you want to do business with anyone, if they don't trust you, it's going to be impossible for you to do any business with them, right? So dear friend, I'm looking for dream clients that I can bring in massive windfalls for. First sentence that he writes is immediately to say, what is this letter all about? So I am looking for dream clients I can bring massive windfalls for. So what a way to start a letter. When you write your own direct marketing letter, offering your services, talking about your product, hey man, immediately after you do a big claim on your headline, drive a big amount of curiosity in there, make it irresistible for them to say yes and to read some more. Dude, immediately say, hey, what the hell is this letter? Because that's exactly the question that your readers are going to be asking themselves. Like, what the hell is this? Yeah, I want this, but who's this? And what is this for? What is this guy looking for to do? What he's trying to achieve with this letter? If that's you, again, one more way to make you commit that, yeah, this is for me. I will personally work with you one-on-one in your business to help you double, triple, or maybe even quadruple your revenue for the next 12 months. So again, some keywords here. I will personally, again, this is very important, especially if you're kind of a celebrity in your space or in your industry. It matters to say to them that you will personally do this. It's not going to be just some kind of employee, someone that works with you or for you. No, it's going to be you personally doing this. And then Frank says, hey, it's going to be on a one-on-one basis. And again, he just wrote this, like, I'm going to personally double, triple, or even quadruple your business. And then on the second paragraph, he's already repeating what he already told you here. Why do you think he's doing this? Well, he is doing this because he knows that people just read this in a hurry. Because everybody's in a hurry, right? Everybody's busy, super busy, everybody is calling for your attention. This thing is calling for your attention. Your kids are calling for your attention. Your colleagues are calling for your attention. Your customers are calling for your attention. Everybody is desperately looking for 1 second of your attention, right? So that's why Frank is repeating, hey, I'm here to help you double, triple, or maybe even quadruple your revenue. So he's stacking, he's building upon, he's leveraging on your ability to believe that doubling your business is even possible. So if you believe that doubling your business is possible, hey, why not triple or maybe even quadruple? Hey, let's go crazy. And then written in a bigger font, so it's kind of a headline, a sub-headline, you pay nothing out of pocket ever. So why is Frank doing this? Well, basically he's addressing your skepticism. Maybe he's addressing your concern that, okay, having this big celebrity, this big notch internet marketing guy working for me, no, well, this is gonna be expensive. Of course I would love to have Frank help me double, triple, or even quadruple my revenue. But how much will this cost me? Well, again, Frank is kind of like mind reading your thoughts and your concerns. He's engaging the conversation that you're having in your mind, and he's saying, hey, you pay nothing out of pocket, ever. Here's why. Because immediately after you're reading this, hey, you pay nothing out of pocket, really? Okay, but why is he doing this, man? And again, he knows that you're asking that question, and he says, hey, here's why. And that's, again, one thing that you want to do in your own direct marketing letter. You want to engage your audience, the conversation that they're having in their minds, and immediately provide them with the answers to those questions. Don't let them wander around with those conversations, those questions and concerns in their minds while they are reading your letter, because they can only do one thing. Or are they questioning themselves and your ability to actually follow through with these promises, or are they reading your letter? They can only do one thing, and probably they are more concerned about, hey, how is this possible, and how much will it cost, and all these questions, right? And they're not gonna pay attention. So Frank continues, here's why. The first thing I'm gonna do for you is not with you. No, it's for you. So you don't have to worry about anything. I'm gonna do for you is to personally, again, the word personally. Remember, you've seen this word here. Here, I will personally work with you one-on-one, and on the headline, right? Personally. This matters a lot, right? So I'm gonna do for you is to personally help you create a strategic plan to bring in immediate money. So it's not gonna be about, hey, I'm gonna give you a theory. I'm not gonna give you an idea. I'm not gonna give you some insights and inspiration and motivation. No, I'm gonna create a strategic plan to bring in immediate money. It's not something that you're gonna have to wait for next year to see that if this works or not. No, I'm gonna help you bring in immediate money. How irresistible is this, man? This is awesome. And then Frank continues, there's no charge for this, and it only takes about 45 to 60 minutes of us to do together. If you ever seen my past videos, and analyzing Eugene Schwartz's copy, direct marketing copy, you see that the timeline is very important to give your prospects, give your audience, give your marketplace a sense of how much will they have to wait until they see some results, or how much time they need to invest in order to make this work is super important, because it addresses one of those concerns that they have, which is, hey, how much long will I have to wait until I can get some progress, man? Because I'm so desperate to get some progress going. And Frank continues, after doing this type of thing for almost 14 years straight, I've gotten pretty good at fast results. So this between parentheses sentence, what this sentence is doing is building authority and trust, right? Because authority goes hand in hand with trust. I've been doing this thing for almost 14 years. So I know what I'm doing. And he's addressing your skepticism about, hey, can this guy bring immediate money? This guy doesn't even know me. He doesn't know what my industry is. He doesn't know the main concerns and challenges and problems and and questions and concerns that my target market has, and he's saying that it's going to bring in immediate money. How is this even possible? Well, Frank is addressing that concern that you have because he's been doing this thing for almost 14 years, and he says it's going to be pretty good at fast results. But let's continue. Anyway, kind of like he's writing anyway to say kind of like, disregarding or just, that fact, like, forget about it. Yeah, but anyway, man, I will even do most of the heavily lifting for you, telling you exactly what to send, how to position your offer, and how to bring in back-end money as well. So he's giving you more details about what the hell is gonna do for you. Keyword there, for you. You're not gonna do anything. He's gonna do the heavy lifting for you. Well, at the end of this initial planning session, one of these three things will happen. So now he's future pacing you, all right? Now he's gonna tell you what's gonna happen to address your concern about, all right, how is this gonna work? Because the more you know about how is this gonna work, the more certain you are, the less stress you feel, right? Because certainty and stress, you can have both. You cannot have both, right? When you're certain about something, when you know what's gonna happen, how stressed are you, right? Probably not at all. You're completely relaxed because you already know what is gonna happen. So the three possibilities that Frank knows that are gonna happen is, hey, you love the plan, but you decide to implement it on your own. And if that's the case, I wish you the best of luck and ask that you keep in touch with me to let me know how you're doing. Kind of notice how the font here, the part where he's asking you, or the part where he's commanding you to do something, is written kind of like a different font here, just very subtle, but it's important, right? So he says, hey man, no pressure. You love the plan. You decided to implement it on your own. That's all good, man. Second option, you love the plan and ask to become my client. You ask. It's not going to be that I'm going to ask. No, you love the plan and you ask to become my client. So I can personally, again, the word personally, help you execute, maximize, and profit the three part of stacking the benefits. More than three would be an overkill. Execute, maximize, and profit from it as soon as possible. Well, if that's the case, we'll knock it out of the park, and that's a promise. I've never had an unhappy client, and I'm pretty sure they're not sticking around because of my good looks, right? So, third option is in the unlikely and unprecedented event that you feel like you wasted your time. Here's what's happening. I will send you $1,400 as payment immediately. No questions asked. Your time is your most valuable asset you have, and I respect that. So, either one of these three options are awesome, right? There's no option for you to be upset or disappointed. Would you agree? Either you love the plan and start working on the plan on your own, or you love the plan and ask Frank to help you, or you find that this was a waste of time and Frank will pay you $1,400. Is there any other option out of this deal? Because that's what Frank wants you to believe. Hey man, there's just three options. Either you love the plan, or you love the plan, or you're disappointed and you're gonna get $1,400. This is what I would call an irresistible offer. The kind of offer that you would feel dumb saying no to. What is the logical reason why I would say no to have this master of persuasion working with me personally on a one-on-one basis for 1 hour while he's doing the heavy lifting for me, to identify exactly how I would position my offer and to bring in immediate money for me. And then I would just have to choose between executing this plan alone or bring in Frank to maximize and make sure that I'm gonna do the right thing and bring in money ASAP, or to say, hey Frank, this was a waste of time, give me my $114. Right? Man, this is irresistible. This is awesome. So what does Frank do next? It really is that simple, and there's no catch. Think about this. The worst that can happen is you get $1,400 for wasting 14 to 60 minutes of your time. The best that can happen is we work together one-on-one to increase sales and profit several times over. Notice the use of the bold sentences. This is designed as Eugene did on the other ads that we reviewed together. This is designed if the reader is in a hurry, he just can read ahead the bold stuff, and he can have a pretty good idea of what the hell is this letter offering them. So, sorry guys, let's go back here. Where were we? We were here. Best that can happen is we work together. That's why, so notice that this is a sub-headline again. That's why this is the closest thing to free money you'll ever see. Interesting. And again, here's how it will work. Frank said here, hey, here's why I'm doing this. Now he's going for here's how it will work. The reason why this is so important for you to do as well is, again, to future pace the audience and to prepare them for what they're about to do. Because at the end, you're going to say, hey, do this, and you'll know exactly what he wants you to do because he explained to you step by step. First, we get on the phone one-on-one. See how many times he repeated this? It's going to be on one-on-one because this is very important. This is the key. You need to identify what are the key triggers in your offer that makes the offer irresistible. In Frank's case, it's obviously the fact that he's doing this on one-on-one. We got on the phone one-on-one, go over your business. I take a look at what you've got and what you're doing to get clients and customers, what your product suite looks like, what you're doing on the back end, and what you want to achieve going forward. So basically, Frank is looking for two things. Hey, where are you and where do you want to be 1 year from now? Right? If everything, if your best wishes could come true, where would you want to be? Because Frank wants to delight you. Like, Frank wants to amaze you. Because, funny enough, delightful clients that are delighted and super amazed with the services or the products that they've bought, guess what they do? They just keep on, repeating the sale. They just keep on buying. They just stick with you. Because think about this. How much money and time are you investing to get one client? So all that time and all that money would go to waste if you're just looking for one sale. You're just not going to look for one sale. You want to repeat, man. This is a marriage. This is not a one-time thing. It's going to be a marriage. You want to be with those dream clients for as much time as possible, provided that you're delivering some value to them, right? You just don't want them to pay you just because of your good looks, right? They are paying you because they are enjoying the benefits of working with you, right? And that's why it's so important to focus on, hey, how can I deliver and keep delivering value and benefits and advantages to my customers? So coming back to the letter, first we got on the phone one-on-one and go over your business. Then I take a look at what you've got. We've gone through this. Once we have those raw materials, I help you come up with a strategic plan of action to, keyword, immediately increase your profits dramatically. And there are a number of ways I might do this for you. For example, now Frank is doing the example thing because he's, talking in a very overview kind of way. Like, I'm gonna do this, but how, man? Tell me exactly how you're gonna do this so I can know beforehand how exactly are you planning to increase my profits dramatically. So he says, for example, I might show you how to restructure your offer for a better price point, or how to switch from one-on-one work to working with groups and leveraging your time, how to pull in clients from untapped sources, or how to reactive and upgrade past customers and clients. And if you have a list of prospects who are bound to whip up a quick promotion, you can run within days and have the cash register ringing over and over again. Frank knows this because he's been doing this again for 14 years, and he has the knowledge and the practical experience to know that if he can run these promotions that have been getting good results in several industries, so he knows beforehand that if you're in the same industry, that you probably have a good shot at getting that immediate money going. And like I said, there's no charge for this. Again, repeatedly, Frank addresses your concern that this might cost a lot of money. And now he's addressing your skepticism. Again, it's so important. Always address your address the skepticism that is in your reader's mind. Otherwise, you just lost the reader. When you're speaking to an audience, or when that audience is actually reading your letter, if you're not addressing the questions and the conversations that they're having in their minds, they are not listening to you. They don't have the mental bandwidth that is necessary for them to, envision themselves enjoying the product, being emotional involved with that experience before that experience even happens, which is a super important thing for them to do, because you want them to experience the end result. So when they go back from that kind of hypnosis, dreamlike state, when they go back from that state, they feel like, oh my God, it sucks right now where I am. Because if they don't have enough pain in their lives, they have not enough leverage to go from where they are to where they want to be. How many people do you know? Probably this has ever happened to you as well. How many guys and gals do you know that want to lose weight? They want to have a business. They want to write a book or something. They have this amazing, great goals, but they don't do nothing about it, right? Why? You think because they're lazy? You think you think that it's because they're just dumb? No, it's because they have not they don't have enough pain to leverage that pain, to use it as a way to get the hell out of that place and go to where they really want. The most dangerous place of all is when you feel that you're safe. You're not like super happy with your life, but you're just good enough. That's average, and that's the worst place. It's kind of like quicksand. You're just trapped and stuck. So Frank is going to do the addressing the skepticism part of this letter. So he says, hey, so why would I offer this? Well, there's two reasons. Again, using logical. There's a reason. It's not because I'm completely crazy. There's a reason. First of all, I enjoy helping coaches, service providers, and others in the advice and results business. It's easy for me to get results for businesses like this fast, and I like doing just that. So guys, when you're giving away the reasons why you're doing what you're doing, man, sometimes the reason is as logical, as simple as saying, hey, I enjoy doing this. It's just the way it is. Plus, it makes me very, very happy to see someone achieve financial success and all that comes with it as a result of the help I've given them. Second of all, it's how I attract alliance members. Here's how that works. So what the hell is this alliance members? So assuming the plan I give you makes you happy and you want me to crank out these types of plans for you all the time, because this is just a one-time thing it is offering you for free. But imagine that Frank was giving you these kinds of plans all the time. Well, you probably want to continue working together long term, so I can help you implement them. If that's the case, I might invite you to become, notice the subtle key word here, I invite you. It's not something like you say, hey, I want this, and then you're on board. No, this is on invite. This is on an invitation only process. I might invite you to become a member of my Alliance program, which is specifically built for people in consulting, coaching, and service business, like designers and etc. So again, he's saying, who's this for? He's saying, how can you get into this program or group? So it's on an invitation only process. And the fee is $3,860 a month. But if you think about it, it really doesn't cost you anything. So this is the first time on this entire letter, as much as we've covered together, that Frank mentions money, something that you would pay him to be a part of his program or his work, right? But immediately notice, as soon as he says, hey, this is gonna cost you this, if you think about it, it really doesn't cost you anything, because this is just the price. This is the fee. But what is the cost? There is no cost. Why? Because I expect to make you much more than the $3,860 in the first month. Again, giving the timeline of giving you, managing your expectation about how much time do you have to wait until you get some results. And if we keep working together over the next 12 months, I'm confident I can double your entire business at the minimum. So as soon as he says, hey, this is the price, he switches the conversation to the cost and immediately addresses your concern. Hey, if you're concerned about the cost, if you're not concerned about the price, that's awesome. But if you're concerned about the cost, let me assure you that even on the first month, you're gonna do much more than the price I'm asking you right now. And if you're gonna keep on working for the next 12 months, at the minimum, the worst that can happen is that we're gonna double your business. And then he continues and underlines, actually, I can give you a plan to make more than the price again, $3,860 during our first conversation, which is free. So he's saying, hey, even before you join my Alliance program, you will have in your power the ability to generate much more than $3,860. And if you do join my Alliance program, on the first month, we're going to do much more money than just the $3,860. And if you keep being a member of the Alliance program over the next 12 months, well, at the minimum, we're going to double what you're generating as revenue right now. So you'll see the value by the time we hang up the phone without ever spending a dime. So it's all about making them see the value. Remember, guys, you can have the best product in the world. This microphone can be the best microphone in the world. But if I cannot see, if I cannot perceive that this microphone is the best in the world, if my expectation is not blown away by the amount of quality that I can get, that I can squeeze out of this microphone, if that expectation is not blown away, how much money am I willing to pay for this? Zero, right? So what is Frank doing? Frank is managing, he's influencing, he's helping you see the value of his work, not by convincing you, not by pushing you into belief that this guy is the best. No, he's just saying, hey, at no cost, $0, talk with me over the phone. I can show you how much money you can get from your business for free, and you will see the value of my work, or I will pay you $1,400, right? If you're not happy. And if you want my help, I will personally help you for $3,860. Sorry, guys, for $3,860 on the first month. We're gonna do much more than that. And if you keep being a member for the next 12 months, the worst that can happen is that we're gonna, at the minimum, double your business. So you'll see the value. And look, if you don't want to become a member, don't worry about it. You won't get any sales pitch or pressure from me of any kind ever. Which this might very well be a concern that the readers might have. Like, oh my God, now I have Frank over the phone calling me every 5 minutes, say, hey, join my alliance group, join my alliance group, join my alliance group, join my alliance group, sending me emails, letters all the time. And what is he doing? He's addressing that skepticism. In fact, here's my giant balls promise to you. You find our conversation to be incredibly valuable, or I'll pay you $1,400 immediately to compensate you for your time. How many times did he said this already? Plenty of times. Now, obviously, this is an amazing offer which you'll probably never see from any other internet guru in the world. Think about it. I'm personally, again the word personally, generating a profit plan for you upfront for free, and then, only then, letting you pay me later if, and only if, you decide to work together long term. Well, this would be already amazing and crazy and sick offer. But he's stacking, making more benefits, adding bonuses, adding more crazy stuff to it. So you will have a very hard time logically thinking about this to say no. Plus, I'm taking it one bold step further by guaranteeing you will find this free plan immensely valuable, or I'll pay you $1,400 just for wasting your time. Just tell me and it's yours, no questions asked. Who else would do that? This is the point where Frank is differentiating himself. He's literally standing out from the crowd and saying, hey, who else is doing these kinds of claims? Nobody. I checked. But I'm happy to put it online like this because giving you a reason. He's giving you a reason so you can logically think about this. Because my alliance clients always stay with me, send in great feedback and report great results. Period. That's it. That's why I'm putting it on the line. That's why I'm making these giant balls promises. After all, I'm the highest paid direct response internet info marketing consultant and copywriter on the planet for a reason. This is him. This is Frank doing his authority triggers. He's deploying the authority, making you understand why. Why is this guy the highest paid direct response internet info marketing consultant copywriter on the planet? There's a reason. And that reason is my stuff works, right? And I know that if we work together, you will be thrilled with the results we get in your business. So consider this, he continues. Over the past 6 years, I've generated over $47 million in sales for myself and my private clients. So again, driving that trust, driving that authority up. And he continues, this is why I'm sought out by celebrity entrepreneurs like Tony Robbins, best-selling authors like Neil Strauss, television personalities like Dean Graziosi, and just about every business guru you can name. Anyway, and then this is the best part about Frank, is that he writes and he talks in a way that is he kind of like disregards his accomplishments. So it seems like he doesn't make a big deal out of this whole thing that he does and he accomplished. So he doesn't feel like he's bragging about it, doesn't feel like he's being like an asshole about it, right? Oh yeah, man, brag about your $47 million, you're so smart, and I'm here, the dumb guy, reading your letter and struggling to make my business work, right? No, man, he's saying, hey, anyway, as you can imagine, I'll get a lot of interest from this letter. And that's why I need you to read this next part carefully. So think about this stuff. Think about this point. We are here at this point. And how much time, how much text have we covered? Frank knows that by the time his audience, the readers, reach that point, they will be kind of tired, kind of like, okay, I get it, seems like a good deal to me, that's awesome. And then he traps you, he catches you, he hooks you into reading the next part by saying, hey, and that's exactly why I need you actually to read this next part carefully. This is not for everybody. Here's who I can help. Now, as soon as he built up all this enthusiasm, all the attractiveness, all this irresistibility of this amazing offer, now he's starting to take it away. Hey, this is not for everybody. Here's who I can help. I'm very picky about who I'll speak with, and I've got a strict but reasonable set of criteria that needs to be met in order for us to proceed. Here it is. You know, guys, the harder it is to get into a certain circle, the harder it is to get into a certain school or into a certain group or into a certain party, into a certain whatever. The harder it is, the more barriers there are, the more irresistible it feels like we need to get into there. Because once we get there, we feel like we are a part of something awesome. We're part of something that not everybody has access to. And that makes us feel what? Makes us feel significant, makes us feel amazing, makes us feel unique, makes us feel appreciated. You see, it makes us feel a lot of good things. And you want your customers to feel awesome, don't you? Because once they feel like that, oh my God, I'm awesome, they want to stick around you because you and your product and your services and your people make them feel awesome. That's why they stick, man. It's not because of your good looks. It's not because of the good price, because maybe they can have a better price down the street. No, it's because your product, your services, your entire experience, your entire marketing and sales experience itself, forget about the products and the services, even your marketing, this piece of direct marketing tool is making them feel awesome. And it's triggering to all kinds of emotions within them. Emotions like, oh, I want to feel significant. Oh, I gotta have this. I need this, right? Because people take action once two things happen. Once they have made sense of the numbers and why does it make sense to do something, and they have to be emotionally involved in the deal. Otherwise, they may be logically thinking about this and saying, hey, yeah, it makes logical sense to do this, but if they have no emotion attached to it, if they don't have enough pain to run from, if they don't have enough desire to go to, they won't do anything. So here's the set of criteria that Frank has. You have to have a solid business already. You must have a steady flow of leads and customers. You must have a list. You must have a good, solid product or service and a good reputation. You must follow directions. Don't worry, I won't ask you to do anything weird. And that's it. Those are all my requirements. Here's what I want you to do next. So guys, again, step back. The three part of this letter can be divided in. First, here's what I have. Second, here's what it will do for you, and here's my terms for you to actually do this. And then here's what I want you to do next. All right, very simple. So if you meet the criteria above and would like to talk to me personally about, and you see guys, you need to constantly drop and insist on pressuring the key points of your direct marketing copy. Because if the point, obviously Frank knows that doing something personally for others, it's a big deal for them. That's why he insists and repeats on, hey, this is going to be me personally, one-on-one, just with you, right? And he just keeps on hammering away. It's going to be personally. In your case, just hammer away on your key points. Here's how the process works. First, you'll need to fill in an application. Don't worry, it's simple and unobtrusive. I just need to know what you're selling, get an idea of what you want to accomplish, and so forth. I'm also going to ask you for a real personal deposit of $700. Okay, second time that Frank asks you to do some payment. So what does he say next? Don't worry, I could care less about your $700. I'm just using it as a filter to keep the time vampires at bay. Again, making Frank even more attractive, right? Because now you know, okay, so Frank has all kinds of guys and gals trying to talk with him, right? That's why it's reasonable for him to ask me for this $700. Because if you are just someone that nobody knows and you're making all kinds of big claims and then you ask, hey, and give me $700, people might think, hey, who's this guy anyway? He's saying that he's gonna save the world, he's gonna save the whales and the dolphins, and now he's asking me for money. Who this guy think he is, man? Man, I'm smarter than this guy. I've been fooled in the past. I've been scammed in the past. And this guy is just another scammer. Not with Frank, because again, Frank enjoys that authority, that he's known in the industry. He's kind of like a celebrity in this internet marketing space. So even so, he says, hey man, don't worry, I could care less about your $700. It's just to filter people. And I will give it right back to you after we hang up, unless I take you as a client, and in that case, I can apply it to your balance. And here's what will happen after that. Again, guys, this is so important for you to future pace what will happen with your audience, so they can feel and see themselves going through the process and enjoying the process even before they started this journey, so there are no surprises. Don't, people say, hey, I love surprises. Man, forget about it. Certainty is your best friend. When they are certain what will happen once they push the button, once they make that payment, if they are certain what the result will be, how they will feel like, they will do something about it. When they are uncertain, people will throw all kinds of reactions and objections and complaints at you because they don't feel certain enough. They don't know something. So it's your job as a salesperson to actually help them see themselves and guide them through the process. That's why there's always need for salespeople. Because if the product will sell, it will sell themselves. The product by itself just sold it automatically. Just, hey, here's the product. And then people will buy it. People would not need salespeople, but people need good professionals at this thing called sales, because salespeople, great salespeople, understand your problems, your concerns. They help you make decisions. People these days are scared to death about making decisions because why? They've been fooled in the past, and now they're worried about spending $1. So again, here's what will happen after that. Once I have your real person deposit and your application, Gerald from my office will call you and set up a time for us to talk. She's been my right hand for 10 years, is my only employee, and she'll be contacting you in about 38 business hours at the most. Our initial call will be between 45 and 60 minutes. This feels like very personal, right? This person, this only employee from Frank, she's working with him for 10 years. So if this guy was not the real deal, well, this person would still be with him? Well, that's very unlikely. And it adds to that familiar, like one-on-one kind of relationship that Frank is selling in this letter. So this is where we really begin working to figure out exactly what you want and how to make it happen. I'll painstakingly review your goals, your offers, and so forth, and I'll deliver a plan to bring in money immediately. He's repeating himself, and he's doing this on purpose because he knows that people will skim. Probably some people will just, skip some stuff, and they probably just land here for the first time. So he makes sure that on every section, he repeatedly and consistently reiterates and reinforces the offer. You'll see the value in becoming a member. Great, we can talk about it. And if you don't want to become a member, that's okay too. We already covered this, but he's repeating. I'll return your deposit as soon as we get hung up. No biggie. And if you tell me I've wasted your time, I'll give you double your deposit back immediately. So you literally can't lose. Hey, by the way, I've never had anyone feel like their time was wasted, ever. That's why I can make this offer. I deliver. Again, addressing your skepticism head on, saying nobody said that they wasted their time. Would anyone else take such risk? No. So Frank is differentiating himself from the others. Warning, time is a factor. Now he's making you take some action, man, because you will not take action until you feel like there's scarcity, again, pain, or a threat to you being able to actually enjoy this offer. So warning, time is a factor. This opportunity is extremely limited because of the intense one-on-one time needed in order to provide you with results. Therefore, it's impossible physically for me to work with more than a handful of people. And you should realize there's a very large demand for personal one-on-one help from me, and what I'm offering to you is unprecedented. Never happened before. I've never offered this before. Again, guys, some people are selling ebooks and say, hey, time is a factor, I'm gonna take away this and stuff. Well, man, this is an ebook. This is a digital product, man. It's not like you're gonna run out of stock, right? So you can see through their tactics, right? It feels like, oh, this guy's pressuring me. But what Frank is doing here is just the plain truth, man. Hey, he only has 24 hours a day, and people, because they know Frank and they know his ability and this is an unprecedented offer, of course people will take action. So you need to move quick because he can only work with that much people, like a handful. So if you feel like this is right for you, click here, leave your application. Let's talk soon. Frank Kern. PS, you might be wondering what you get as a member. Again, we're at the PS. Sometimes people, funny enough, people will just go straight to this, what they call the bottom line. Hey man, what's the bottom line? So he knows that this is true, so he takes this opportunity to again give more detail about what is this. Well, the main thing you get is me personally. Like I said earlier, our first conversation together is free and will be around an hour or so. The profit plan specifically for your business based on what we talk about. So the very valuable thing that he's selling here is not a pre-packaged stuff that you don't know, the prospective customer. You don't know if it works for you, for your specific case, for your clients, for your market. No, but this stuff was specifically done for your business by Frank Kern himself. You get that first call and then he says, well, the first week, the second week, what he's doing, what you can get, the planning, all that. But that's not all. Think about this group is that you're not alone. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about the Alliance group membership, the 3,000 offer. You're not alone. This is one of the most powerful triggers in the human psyche. We are kind of like, we human beings, we are hardwired to be around people, around others. So the fact that the entrepreneurs around the world feel like they're alone, they're nobody really understands them, and their sacrifices. And when Frank offers you an opportunity to be surrounded with others who get you, who understand you, who understand your ambition, who understand your fears and your concerns, that's a very powerful driver for people to say yes. I myself, I was part of a group, it's called Trailblazer by Jonathan Mead. And from all the things that I've learned there, the most powerful aspect for me personally was that community aspect. To be surrounded with others who understood me, who got me, who understand that we are entrepreneurs and we don't settle for average. So we stay in constant communication in a private Facebook group. This way you can see what you're doing and help you keep momentum going between the calls. So we're getting it done constantly, always building momentum. The third thing you get is a live meeting. So he's stacking all the things that you will get. And then you should know that the reason I'm able to do such a good job, get such great results for my clients, is because I only work with a small handful of them at a time. Get the results you want. Again, take action. This is genuinely a rare opportunity. He's making sure that you know that he has 200,000 people, over to 21,000 people search for my name on Google each month. So basically, hey man, take action. So this was Frank Kern's letter. a very, 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 very persuasive letter. This letter was a direct marketing campaign that Frank Kern executed. He brought Frank a lot of money, but above all else, it helped a lot of people taking action with the right level of action and the right tools and strategies that Frank used. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was kind of like a long video, but I think that what we got from this letter was so much valuable that you can just immediately start using this on your business. Let me know in the comments below if this worked or not. Give this video a big like if you enjoyed this information. Share with others that might benefit from this. And my name is Bruno Coelho and I'm out. Let's see you. I want to see you, by the way. I want to keep seeing you on the next videos, because we want to keep on analyzing and studying, and above all else, actually use the stuff that we've been doing together, analyzing the best direct ads marketing campaigns around the world and across time. Guys, my name is Bruno Coelho and I'll stay in touch with me. Take care, guys.